Today, being the 6th of September 2025, a lot of Ghanaians are already on the streets of Accra protesting against Nigerians and illegal immigrants living in Ghana. They're protesting against kidnappers, they're protesting against robbery, they're protesting against the Ashawo people that are foreigners and illegal immigrants that do not have their Ghana card, that are not well identified. They are already on the street protesting and asking the government to come to their aid. And one thing you should know is that this protest isn't just a violent protest, it's a peaceful protest being held by Ghanaians, and they are seeking for the right thing to be done in their country. I'm going to be sharing the video here for you guys to watch. Please, as you're watching, do so well to share the video, subscribe, like, and comment.
To those watching, listening, or judging from afar, this is not just a message. This is a line drawn in the sand. Today, I speak not just as a Ghanaian, but as an African who refuses to let silence become complicity. This is not performance. It is a protest, not of hate, but of hope, not of anger, but of awakening. If you've claimed to love Ghana, Africa, or truth, then you owe it to yourself to listen to this message throughout. To my fellow Africans and members of the global diaspora, I speak today not in anger, but in defense of truth. Because if you are disappointed in Ghanaians for exercising their constitutional right to protest, then you are not standing for justice, you are standing in hypocrisy. Many of you have never protested a day in your life, yet here you are pointing fingers at Ghanaians for awakening up or speaking up. Ask yourself, why does our protest offend you more than the reason behind the protest? Is it really our protest that upsets you, or the fact that we dare to speak when you wouldn't? Ghana is one of the most peaceful countries in Africa. We've had no civil war, no ethnic genocide, no post-election massacre, no military dictatorship since 1992. We welcome W.E.B. Du Bois, Malcolm X, and thousands of diasporans during the year of return. We open our arms not because of money, but because of love. Ghana has never shut its doors to its African siblings. We've never turned our backs on Pan-Africanism. So when people say Ghanaians have no right to protest, you are not just wrong, you are being deeply disrespectful. You don't understand because you don't live it. Let's be honest right here. Many of you criticizing us don't even understand what is happening in Ghana. Some of you, especially non-Nigerians, have never practiced civil engagement. You've accepted dysfunctions in your country as normal. So now when Ghanaians question injustice, you get uncomfortable. That is not love, that is envy. Where was your energy when others use violence? Let's talk about other African countries. In South Africa, we saw xenophobic riots killing Africans. Some of you still defended it as frustration. In Nigeria, during the NSAS protests, citizens were gunned down at Lekki Toll Gate, and people praised them for their bravery. In Kenya, post-elections violence in 2007 killed over 1,000 people, yet the world understood their anger. In DRC, violence protest is common, yet you call it price of revolution. So, explain this to me. Why does peaceful protest in Ghana scare you more than violent protest elsewhere? Is it because Ghana has carried itself with quiet dignity, and now that they are speaking up, your comfort is disturbed? Ghana has been patient for too long, and they have tolerated enough ritual killings, robberies in daylight, political exploitation, land grabbing, neglect of youth opportunity. How long do you want Ghanaians to be quiet? Because if this was your country and your people were being robbed of hope, dignity, and justice, what would you do? I am sure you would riot. You would burn buildings. You would call it a revolution. But Ghanaians stood with placards, with words, with music, with dignity. You call it disappointing? That is not a moral stance, that is hypocrisy. Let me remind you what Kwame Nkrumah, the father of Pan-Africanism and Ghana's first president, said. The independence of Ghana is meaningless unless it is linked up with the total liberation of Africa. But he also said, we must respect the sovereignty of each African nation. We must stop interfering in another one's affairs and allow each people to find their path to freedom. So if you call yourself a Pan-African, why are you attacking Ghanaians' right to speak for itself? You can't preach Pan-Africanism whilst ignoring Pan-African respect. You don't own Ghana. Some of you flew in, took pictures, did interviews, made promises, and disappeared. Now you want to speak over the voices of those who never left. Ghana is not your brand. Ghana is not your stage. Ghana is not your background for spiritual selfies. If you truly and really love Ghana, then listen when she speaks. Don't judge, don't just show up when it is convenient. We are not attacking anyone. We are defending ourselves. We are not violent. We are vocal. We are not divided. We are awoke. If you truly stand for African unity, if you truly believe in justice, then you will respect Ghana's right to speak out for herself and by herself. Silence in the face of injustice is betrayal. So don't ask us to be silent just because it makes you uncomfortable. Ghana has spoken. Now it is your turn to listen. So let's be clear right here. We are not guests in our own land. We don't need permission to protect our future. We are Ghanaians. We are peaceful. We are proud, and we are prepared. To those of you who stand with justice, we welcome you. To those of you who mock, distort, or threaten, we are not moved. Ghana is not rising. Ghana has risen, and no force can silence a people who have found their voice. This was not just a speech. This was a reminder. Ghana belongs to Ghanaians, Nigeria belongs to Nigerians, Africa belongs to Africans. And today, Ghana has spoken. Now the world must listen. Meanwhile, you will be in the live stream. You make sure you fly with this video. Peace.
And then I say Ghana First Alliance. The I try and pay before say the person I'm going to be Dinamo and it's a year second before. So once a year now, sorry, I try and yes, sir, send me this away. And yes, sir, Wapale. And yes, sir, say who better you. Take down a million to professor and another. Bí ọkọ̀ bí bí ọmọ ọjà bẹ ká àkúrú àwọn ẹ̀mẹ́ wọ́n ti ní dáwọ́ yẹ̀ ọ̀tọ̀ ní tẹ́sí ẹ̀dá rẹ̀ ọ̀pọ̀ rẹ̀. Dáadáa wọ́n tún yẹ kí n pa náà ní ọgbà àwọn tí ẹni sẹ́yìn. Nàìjíríà fọ́ọ̀mù ọ̀nà fúọ́ ìgbè fúọ́ ẹ̀ tí yẹ kí sáwọ̀ ọmọ ẹ̀mú. Ètùsọ̀ náà ní ìtùfúọ́. Nàìjíríà ha Ghana Youth Alliance tí ẹ̀dùnmọ̀ ha náà wọ́n ṣì lẹ̀yẹ kẹ̀yẹ tí yẹn pé mi fọ́ọ̀sì sọ wọ́n àṣẹwọ́ ẹ̀yẹ wà sẹ́yìn wà pẹ́pà. Yàrá ẹ̀ kí pọ́ bá mi. Sẹ̀yẹ̀ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ni náà fọwọ́ fìtìrì à. And I said, we didn't get out. We make us a quality. That's a fair future of them. They say, Nigeria for any before. I want to hear, sister. If you're not the power, man, it's actually not to the block. What talk I said, what talk I love. Youth Alliance of this country, Ghana. We can't tolerate that nonsense. We are sending this caution to our leaders.
As you can see from the video, the protesters are not violent. They are protesting peacefully for the government to listen to them and to come to their aid, that they are tired of illegal immigrants coming into their country, committing crimes, kidnapping their people, RAPE their children, robbing their stores. They said Ghana is no longer safe for them anymore due to the influx of illegal foreigners coming into their country. A lot of things have been happening over the past few years. 2025 has been a year that Ghanaians would have to walk on the streets of Accra looking over their shoulders because they don't know what is going to happen to them. A lot of them said even to board into the trotro is now a difficult thing for them, because most times you board into this trotro, you get to meet people that are one chance. One chance means people that are going to put a GUN on your head to demand for all the things you are holding, your money, your phones, and many other things. So they're demanding for their rights. They're protesting for a peaceful Ghana, the Ghana that's been so peaceful. That is what they are seeking, and they are begging the government to intervene in this issue. Guys, comment below, like this video, share and subscribe.